So today we're doing another fun unboxing, and this is another Temu haul. I bought this one on Temu for about €5, 84 cents. This is our expectation, so let's see if it's going to live up to the reality.
My name is Randy, and I like to make art and do crafts.
So this is what I'm expecting to get. So the hoop, the cloth with the drawing, the wool felt and some instructions. So let's see if that's actually what's in the kit. It came pretty fast. So I think these are the instructions. It looks pretty plain, but at least they are in color. Then this is the felt and it has the print on it. Then we have some foam and the needles are inside of here. So it comes with 5 of the felting needles. And I think they're all the same size. Then this is the hoop. And this is all the felt we are getting. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, but we'll have to see. So let's start by placing our felt into the hoop. Well, this one is actually pretty good because you can see there's an opening and there's a little ridge. Normally with the wooden ones, it's just flat, so they slide in and out really easily. I think I want my closure to be on the bottom, but if I would do it like that, these parts that are going to be inside of the frame. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do it this way. Oh, there's a video. So let me go and look at it and I'll come right back. I looked everywhere. So what they say here, there is no QR code anywhere and I couldn't find it online. So I guess we're going to have to figure it out. The only thing that I did see on the Temu website, it started with doing this just on the foam without the ring. So I think we're just going to do that. But I do know it's best to start with the background. So let's see if we actually have the color for the background here, because it looks like it's painted and it should be a colored background. So maybe we need to paint it ourselves, because I'm not seeing any yellow in this package. So these are all the colors that are in there. There's really not a lot. I'm looking at this, the background color is not there. So I think it would be better to paint everything first, because it didn't come with anything else. So I guess we're going to be painting. So I have some primary yellow and titanium white, and I'm going to put in some pouring medium because I think with just water it's probably not going to stick as well. Let's just mix this. I do have to note that if you're diluting it with the pouring medium, it's going to look more white than it's going to turn out. So I think that's going to work. So I'm just going to paint the whole background the same color. And I don't think I'm going to be too careful around the lines, because as you can see, you can clearly still see them. And I'm just going to fill in those lighter areas that look like a window. These, I'm going to just paint it on top. I think that's going to be easier. So already this is not as described, because if you look at how the kit should come, they show you something that's already painted. And it's even on the instructions. I want to try and make the finished product look as nice as possible, just to see how close we can get to the actual product photo. So I'm just going to finish painting the backside yellow, and that underside I'm going to do the orangey color. So I ended up adding some red and some nude together with the yellow, and then using a tiny bit of the black to desaturate it to get this kind of terracotta color. And as much as I like the squares, I'm not going to be painting squares, so I'm just going to be using a dotting tool, and I think I'm just going to try and put dots on there, something like that. I'm just going to be doing this for a while. So it's now fully dry, and I think I did an okay job, like matching how it looks. So now it's time to start with the felting process, and I think I'm just going to follow their instructions. I think this is the best match out of all of the colors, and they start with this big one here. Let me see. Tear up the green wool and add it to the position shown in figure 1. Stamp it firmly with the fine needle and repeat the step until the immortal column is finished. The English is horrible, even worse than mine. Then add wool of same color to position shows figure 2 and tighten it with a fine needle. Okay, well, it should be easy enough. So let's place this underneath, like so. Take a little bit of the felting wool. I think they are all the same size. So I'm just going to take one needle, place the felt on top like this, and then just stab. I'm going to try and follow the lines. And you are going to go over some parts. I'm just going to look for where this ends. And then probably just trim it, like so. But as you can see, it's pulling away from the top. Just going to try and add some here. So I'm just going to step till this is quite firmly on here. And then I'll show you the next step. So I try to cover the base as best as I can, but you keep seeing the white underneath. So maybe it would be better to paint the whole thing, but the painted areas do show the holes a little bit more. This is all I have left of that green. So let's do this one on top. And like they show, you just place it and then just stab. So I'm just going to bend it and I'm going to start at the top. And I do keep turning my work so I can see from this angle if I'm actually on the line. But in order to get this to be higher, I think I'm going to have to use the whole piece. So let me just roughly poke it to where it needs to go. It needs to end up here. So I'm just going to poke along that line. And then I'm just going to fold it over and go back. And don't forget to take your work off the little backing once in a while, otherwise it's going to get stuck really badly. And then fold it at the top again. And fold it one more time. As you see, you need quite a lot to actually get that little bit of raised height. This needs to be green. All of this needs to be green, this needs to be green, but you don't actually get that many different colors. So this green I think is for this one, the light one is for this area, and then I only have this left for all of the rest. So I think we're going to have to either make our own or see if I have any wool felting materials left from any other projects I did. But I think we're going to have to try and see if I've got any green yarn that we can make into felting wool. There's just not enough of the felting wool to make it look good. The only thing you can do is just poke more at the lines to divide the areas a little bit, so it looks like it's more separate. And on camera it's looking better than in real life, because here I can really see the white underneath. So I think I'm going to do these one next with this color on some other areas, see how far I get, and I'll show you once I think I'm done with these two colors and how much we have left to go, so you can actually see how much you need. So I'll be right back. So in order to do this leaf on top, I actually have to do the little pot first. So I've got the brown and I'm just going to add the brown on top of this. And then this little part, I'm going to go straight across to the other edge. So we can add the leaf on top. So that's needle number 1. Sometimes that happens, that's why they give you more. I've been poking really gentle, got 4 more, but just be careful, it could happen. And at the edge I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to add the second part down here. Just roughly blocking it out. And then cutting to the edge. Then I just can poke. And then we can add our leaf on top. So let me just finish this one. And now I'm just going to place the green on top. I'm just going to start from this end. Just secure it. And I'm just going to fold the green over. Just trying to follow the lines. And probably just cut it off roughly here. Best is to poke straight up and down, but then you cannot see what I'm doing. That's why my needle broke. So it's going to need some more here and in this area. And this is all I have left. There's just not enough wool. So hopefully we can finish this project by using some hacks. But you can see now it's on top of the brown. I finished this color as well, so this is the only green we have left. So I think I'm going to try and make some different green for here. And I'm going to do so by using one of these brushes. And I'm just going to take my yarn and I'm just going to brush it It's easier if you have a little bit more, but it should end up pulling apart into more loose fibers. So as you can see, now you have these loose fibers. So I'm going to make a little bit more, and then we can use that to add on top of our felt that we got with the kit.
I don't know what happened, but somehow I lost every single thing I filmed after this. What you're seeing now is a time-lapse I made on my phone. It was the only thing I could find, so I think it's time for the final reveal. So what do you think? I think I came pretty close to the original. I think I'm gonna give myself a B+. What grade would you give me? Leave it down below in the comments. I had a lot of fun making it, and I think it's worth your cash. Are you gonna buy one? Maybe not from Temu. If you like this video, you know what to do. I really appreciate it. But for now, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!